Hey there everybody, how you doing? I am Francis and welcome back to the Red Reaper. In the last episode we have met Eris, we had a tea party with Eris and yeah, she's still alive and well, and well, she seems to understand that one of us has to die because of the curse. So she decided to play a little riddle with us. If we answer correctly, we get to live and she'll return Narcissa and she'll willingly die. However, if I can't get it right, I'm gonna be the one that has to die, so that's a thing. Anyways, we were told in this note to grab a book, which is Murder for Dinner. Not Herder for Dinner like I misread in the last episode. I don't know why I made that mistake. It's clearly an M, not an H, but... well, it's not my fault. She has messy handwriting. Anyways, let's get going, okay? We got the book and we were supposed to put it on the white table down here. I was wondering about this table, like it seems so odd, right? Like this whole place is in ruins and there's one like very neat table. It's a table with a pristine white cloth on it. Place the book on a table. Your gut tells you something bad is about to happen. Are you sure you want to do this? I have no choice, I'm stuck in here. Yeah. Murder for Dinner. A thrilling tale full of twists, turns, and intrigue. Written by Nice Persephone and edited by Eris. There's a written note on the first page. If you can solve the mystery of this tale by the end of the book, you will you will win our little bet is what I meant to say. And you will get what you want. That is a promise. Thank you, Eris. But if you get it wrong, well, you know what will happen. Good luck, signed E. Thank you, E. Do you want to read the instructions? Yeah, sure. I don't even know really what I'm doing here. Once the game starts, the story will come to life around you. You can explore, examine the scenery, and talk to the characters to your heart's content. You can navigate the chapters of the book by going back to this book and selecting either next chapter or previous chapter. You can reread a chapter by selecting read chapter. That sounds like it's gonna be a nightmare. If you're lost or think you missed something, you can always go back to a previous chapter. There might be a key piece of evidence that you missed or an important person you might not have talked to. I'll be sure to examine everything and talk to everybody so I don't have to keep flipping back, okay? At the end of the book, the game master, that's me by the way, will ask you for 3 things. The culprit, the weapon, and the murder location. Oh, so we're basically playing Clue, huh? We're basically playing Clue? Okay. Now, a tale of love, deceit, and misunderstandings will unfold before your very eyes. 8 souls will seek warmth from a violent blizzard. Yet one of them will meet an untimely demise. The true crime must be revealed. The killer must not get away. Justice must prevail at all costs. Or else, for our brave young detective, Remy here, all hope will be lost. Okay, so we're basically playing Clue and I'm the detective that has to figure everything out. Alright. Let the battle of wits begin. Oh boy. Chapter 1. The 7 House Guests. A judge once lived alone in a mansion at the edge of a tall cliff. One fateful night, a blizzard came and decimated the countryside, forcing some people from the nearby town to flee. The judge, being a commandery, yet merciful soul, allowed 7 guests to stay at his lush mansion, enough to fill out the rest of the bedrooms. The guests graciously accepted the judge's invitation. As the judge and his guests sit down for their first dinner together, little do they know that some of the other people they're breaking bread with are not quite what they seem. Oh hey, we're in the same place. You're still in the mansion, but it's somehow different. Why don't you take a look around? Take in all the details and what people are saying. Talk to people and interact with the environment to pick up clues. Just to make things a little more, say, challenging for you, I removed all purple hints apart from the introduction of each character. We don't want to make this game too easy, now do we? I mean, where's the fun in a game that basically gives everything away? But don't worry, you can always return to this chapter if you think you missed something. Also, certain objects in the environment will be highlighted with a circle. Some of them will be important. Others won't be. They'll be completely unnecessary. Make sure to check everything. Some things will change over time. Something may be irrelevant in one chapter, only become evidence in another chapter. Every time you encounter a clue, it will be added to your key items. You can't reveal your clues there. Good luck, Detective Remy. You'll need it. Okay, so we're basically in the mansion now before it was destroyed, and well, we're playing detective. So I think this story is based on a true story, since this is clearly the manor, but in a much better shape. Alright, well, let's start interacting with things. Yeah, these flowers were not here before. Arrangement of flowers. Arrangement of flowers. It's a statue of an oracle with a crystal ball. It was destroyed in our timeline. Statue of a beautiful angel with long hair. Okay. Oh, this is not a hole anymore. Hello. The champion, a prize fighter of very few words. He is the strongest and most capable fighter in the land, and has never been defeated in combat. Oh, really? Okay. Any battle scars you want to show me, Mr. Champion? Man of very little words also. I'm kidding. I bet I could take you on in a fight. Wow, you really don't talk much, do you? He hasn't said a single word. I only speak when it's necessary, miss. Man of very few words. The Ragamuffin, a poor street urchin girl who often wanders around, yet nobody notices her. Tonight is the first day anyone has shown her any sort of hospitality. Why, Miss Ragamuffin, you barely touched your food. Is there something about my cooking that's not to your taste? Oh no, it's very good, Miss Spinster. It's just that, you know, I'm savoring it. Of course you are, you ravenous urchin. Behave yourself, Miss Executioner. And it's okay, Miss Ragamuffin. If you're really hungry, you can get some more. Thank you, Miss Spinster. Hey, you, Mr. Champion. You haven't spoken a single word since sitting down for dinner. Are you okay? Man of very few words. Again, that's the champion for you. The Fisherman, a young boy whom the kind spinster adopted at a young age. He suffers from a terrible headache and is prone to wandering off in the night. Almost in a trance. I got the feeling this little boy's gonna be problems. So, what is it that you do exactly, Madam Executioner? I execute people, just like my title! And you, Fisherman? Do you farm wheat? No, I catch fish, I'm the fisherman. What else do you expect me to do? I get what you're saying though, like why ask the question, like what you do should be in a title, right? The Maiden, a beautiful young woman who fell in love with the doctor, and has since developed a secret relationship with her. Oh, that's nice, you found true love in this place. My, it's a pleasure to see you here of all places, Doctor. You're always so busy with your patients and your experiments. Oh, fair maiden, you don't have to act like we don't know each other. We're far from the prying eyes of the town. But the others... I don't think they're hiding their secret relationship very well. The Judge, a stern bureaucrat who owns the mansion. He is known for his harsh rulings and his ownership of a particularly cruel prison. He lives in a lavish mansion by himself, but not for tonight. Now don't thank me for this extravagant spread. That was all the work of Spinster, it is not? It's very often only me and my son, the fisherman, at our humble home. We rarely ever get to cook for so many people. It's the least I could do in exchange for your hospitality. I hope my mother's cooking is to your liking, Judge. It is exquisite. It's been a while since I had anything like this. Ironic, considering the relative luxury I live in. Warm fire is roaring. Makes you forget about the blizzard outside. Okay? Spinster, a gentle old woman who took in a young orphan as her own son. A kind and gentle soul with an eye for details. Always neat and tidy in her housework. Young lady maiden, was it not? Your dress is beautiful. Did your mother make it? You must be the talk of the men in town with that beautiful face of yours. Oh no, Miss Spinster, I made it myself actually. It's just a bunch of old dresses I took pieces from and stitched together. And no, I'm not as popular as you would think. My heart, however, already belongs to someone special. Yeah, I believe the doctor, you said. Oh, and that's you, okay. The doctor, a prodigy known for her high success rate at curing normally fatal afflictions. However, there are people who question her methods. You suffered from this headache for how long? A year? And you've only gone to me now? Right when this blizzard brought you to me? Why the long wait, Mr. Fisherman? I'm sorry, Doctor. My mother insisted that I took her herbal remedies, which worked for a while, but now they don't anymore. And I'm afraid she and I can't afford you. Nonetheless, my job is to help people with all walks of life. Spinster, you need not worry more. Your son is in good hands, while we're stuck in this blizzard together. Thank you, Doctor. I hope this warm meal is thanks enough for your kindness towards my son. And, of course, the Executioner. A sadistic brew often called the Red Woman. Relishes in her work. She executes anyone the judge deems unfit to live in his community. Yo, ragamuffin girl. Have I seen you somewhere before? Did I execute one of your family? I could have sworn I seen your face crying once. I don't think so, Miss Executioner. I'm just a poor ragamuffin girl. It's not like anyone on this table would have ever noticed me before now. How'd you get to the mansion? I thought your kind would have frozen to death in this blizzard already. Now, Executioner, you're being a bit harsh. You're stuck in this blizzard too. We are all equals under this roof. I'll be watching you, you red woman. Okay, well, there's the guess. Those are the main characters of our story, I guess. So, we're going to keep that in mind and we're going to look around. Map of the world. This is a land that you don't recognize. Oh, hello. Those are the circles we were told about. A warm fire is roaring. Makes you forget the blizzard outside. Okay. These wines look a lot cheaper than the ones in the basement. These ones are for guests. The cabinet looks full. Okay. There's books here. Okay, pretty boring stuff, alright. We leave. A painting of the mansion. It's situated on a cliff overlooking the ocean. Okay. Ooh, there's stuff here as well. It's a sink. Not much going on here. Alright. A basket full of bread. It's warm. Could that be a clue to something? We don't really even know what's going on right now. I mean, murder dinner. I'm guessing someone at the dinner table is going to be murdered, but nothing's happened yet. So I doubt we'll find any clues for a murder that hasn't taken place yet. Someone just finished cooking. It's full of water. I like the black and white feel going on, by the way. That's pretty cool. Smells like fish. It's a fishy barrel. Wine looks expensive. Wine looks expensive. I think I only have to interact with things that have circles around it. This is looking Kaiyue, like little works of art you happen to eat off of. Okay. Full of grain. It's making the basement smell like a farm. Okay. Firewood. Hope we don't run all this while the blizzard is going on outside. Some sort of substance inside. Okay. Gross. Yeah, I do agree. Nothing inside, just an empty box. This bucket is probably for dealing with leaks. It's currently empty though. Well, we have it if we need it. It's making the basement smell like a farm. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to interact with things that have circles around them. Alright, well, that's that room. And we checked this room, I believe. Yeah. And we met the guests in this room. I guess we'll look around upstairs. Hello. Painting of a mysterious woman. A painting of the judge. Of course he would have a picture of himself. It's his mansion, you know. Ooh, this room's open. Oh, the library looks exactly the same. I am death through frozen fields. My warmth within shall be my shield. A love so sweet, it gives death life. Through frozen winds that cut like knives. My artist's eye, with which I drew a portrait to inspire such awe. If fate declare its beauty ruined, that my own face here be entombed. Okay, same words from before. How interesting. Locked? Locked? So these doors are all still locked? Since there's 8 doors it looks like, I'm guessing there's one room for each of the guests. Right now they're all locked. Okay. Well, I guess that's everything we can do for the first chapter. So let's go to the book. Also, I noticed the door is gone. Okay. Read the current chapter, next chapter, previous chapter, read instructions, or leave. Let's go next chapter. Chapter 2. The Problem. As the guests continue to enjoy the evening, it is apparent that not all of them get along. Tension begins to build immediately once the judge discovers a great and terrible secret that one of his guests was hiding. Meanwhile, the doctor and her lover, the maiden, are struggling to come to terms with their relationship. That's now about to be tested. Also, the spinster struggles with her son's affliction. The champion struggles to find some peace and quiet, while the ragamuffin struggles to fit in despite being a social outcast, constantly being reminded of her place in society by the cruel executioner. As the night grows darker and colder, so do the hearts of the judge and his 7 guests. Oh, hello, there's someone here now. Aren't you the judge? Yeah, talking to himself. Who would write such a thing? The judge takes out a letter from his pocket. Beware, judge, for there is a crazed killer taking shelter in your very home. If you don't take action, blood will be shed tonight. As an honorable judge, I have no choice but to take such a threat seriously. If one of us truly is a murderer, then they must be here for my life. I must find out who it is. Okay, well, the warning's been issued out. So, something serious is about to go down. Anyone in the dinner room? Oh, there is. Is that a shower bottle? Bottle of wine smashed on the floor. It seems deliberate. It's too far from the table to have fallen from it. Where did this bottle even come from? Someone dropped it, like on purpose. A sweet smell permeates the room. Smashed bottle has been added to your key items. Alright, well, there's a clue. Too far from the table to have fallen. Somebody did this. Probably you. Quit the mess you made, right, girl? But, Madam Executioner, it wasn't me. How dare an urchin talk back to me? Ow, you're too far to be smacking her. You maggots should know your place. You're lucky the judge let you in here, out of the kindness of his heart. You deserve to freeze out there like the rat you are. Wow, rude. Ragamuffin, look at you. Absolutely pitiful. You're good for nothing. It's a wonder how people like the doctor and the spinster see value in you. You'll get yours too one day, mark my words, Red Girl. I'll see you hanged and dragged through the streets. Wow, I don't like this executioner. Poor Red Girl. Sorry, Ragamuffin. Oh, you say the same thing? Okay. Alright. The fire still burns. Makes you forget about the blizzard outside. That's cool. Alright, well. We got our first clue, I guess. A smashed bottle. Guessing the executioner did it and is blaming Ragamuffin for it. I obviously see the hatred between the two. Oh, hello. I'm sorry. It's just that I don't trust that doctor, especially not with you. I think she's a perfectly competent person, and besides, she offered to take a look at me. There's no harm in it. Perhaps, but please be careful. I've heard some awful rumors about her. Do you honestly believe them, though? I'm just worried about you, child, that's all. There's no harm in having small talk with a good doctor. I'm sure just conversing with her will help me. It's not like I'm asking her to cut me open or anything. I suppose, but wait. Don't you still get those sleepwalking spells? I had to ask her about those too. Please be careful, child. Nothing going off the sink. Basket full of bread, not as fresh. Okay. Well, it's been sitting out for a while. It makes sense. Full of water. Right? Nothing going on in the basement. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna interact with the, you know, the parts of the environment that have circles around them. Hello. The champion is quietly reading a book. Like everything else he does, quiet with very little words. A book called How to Overcome Weakness. Well, you're a champion of the world. I don't think you have to worry about weakness. Alright. These wines look a lot cheaper than the ones in the basement. These ones are for guests. There is one bottle missing. Yeah, the one that was smashed in on the floor. Missing bottles was added to your key items. Alright, I don't know how that's a clue. I mean, we know where the other one was. So we know that the wine, I guess, came from here? Right now, we're only solving a case about a smashed wine glass, it looks like. Oh, there's people over here. Oh! I wasn't expecting to see a lost soul in here. Okay, well, at least we still have some fun to do. Oh, man. Also, the turns, thing in the top corner of the screen. They look smaller in this battle. Is it just me, though? But they look smaller. Okay, I don't get a choice to kill or spare you. You're just gone. You have a natural talent for art, my love. Why don't you share it with the world? I want to share it with you, darling. You are my muse after all. But the art you create, how it flows forth from your mind and heart, it simply must see the light of day. You're one to talk about seeing the light of day. You won't even fully acknowledge our love in public. But, maiden, I'm only trying to protect you, my sweet. You know the terrible things they say behind my back. Is what they say about you behind your back that important to you? What they say are lies, right, darling? Yes. Yes, they are. Then, why are you afraid, my dear doctor? I guess we'll never know. Oh, okay, so both people that are talking in a conversation, the second person says the same thing. Okay. Okay. Are all the doors locked still? I think so. Nothing going on in the library. It doesn't look like there ever is anything going on in the library. All the doors are locked. Okay. That's another chapter in the books, it looks like. I will save before I proceed to the next chapter. Alright, I think that's where this episode is going to come to an end. So thank you everybody for joining me and coming back to the Red Reaper. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a nice day. Bye everybody.